Here we go. Boom, boom. Here we go. Boom, boom. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. What up, good people? It's Fist Pump Friday. It is what I like to call Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. Montez at midday. How we doing, good people? Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Throw your colors. Wear your what today is the day you can officially wear your NFL jersey, paraphernalia, or colors if your team is not playing in the Super Bowl. And I'll explain the rules to you after the introduction to the show. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitter. Hello, YouTube. And how are you folks doing today on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show? I'm your host, Dre Montez. And how's everybody doing today? What up to the boys, to the crew? What up, OKC in the building? Oklahoma City and the boys. The crew getting our Friday morning dance on. We had some Footloose this morning and some Michael Jackson. Getting it in this morning. We weren't cabbage patching, but we were getting it in. But high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Let's do it 2 times. That's what she said. All righty. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my cousin Bernetta. Happy birthday to you, girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my man Jerry. Welcome to the 50 Club, my man. Welcome to the club, Jerry. Welcome to the club. Jerry's in the club. There it is. It feels good when we get new members in the club, you know. You get new people in the club. You want to bring them to the club in a congratulatory way. So welcome to the club. There it is. If you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. If you're just feeling good about yourself in the day, in the moment, you're in a good spot, the vibes are going right, your jujus are going all right, you feel like doing something weird, nasty, and fun tonight because it's Friday, let's have it. That's a special group out there. It definitely is a special group out there for sure. Get this here in the way. All right, let's get in with our 7 mantras to get us going through the day. We're going to let it go. We're going to ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. You got to laugh and smile and dance, cry. Whatever you need to do in the morning, get the blood going, get the juices going, whether it's smoking a blunt, smoking a bowl, drinking a cup of coffee in silence. Just leave me alone till I have my coffee. Or maybe you like to read the paper in the morning in total silence. Or maybe you like to watch your sports show in the morning in the nude in total silence. But it gets the day going. That's all that matters, right? It gets the day going. It's almost that time of the year, kids. I'm here to look out for you. Okay, I'm looking out for you. Okay. You file the unlimited way, unlimited taxes and more. Call 844-563-1040 or text the word cash now to 21,000 or stop by their location in Central West End, 709 North Euclid. Again, you file the unlimited way, 844-563-1040 or text the word cash now to 21,000 or stop by 709 North Euclid. Right there, good people. It is Fist Pump Friday. It's the weekend, baby. Who getting paid today? We got recreational weed going good here in St. Louis. We got Yingling. Everybody got it now. For those of you that tried it for the very first time, What did you think? To the people that tried it for the very first time, what did you think? Here in the St. Louis area, what did you think? Is it refreshing? I could do this again. It was awful, Dre. I mean, where are you standing at on this right here? When it comes to that, where are you standing on this? Where are you standing when it comes to the first week of recreational marijuana sales here in St. Louis, as well as Yingling started Monday here in the area, in the two places I know that are two amazing sponsors of the show in the South City area. You have Tower Pub on Morgan Ford, as well as Friendlies in South City at 3503 Roger Place. Both have outstanding responses to the Yingling being a part of the beer family now at both places. Both places are pet friendly, don't forget. And don't know where you're watching the big game at, but I guarantee you both of those places have a nice crowd and a nice view for you to check out, whether it's indoors or on the patio. Speaking of the patio, Friendlies in South City has added an addition to their patio. Check it on out for sure. Compliments of Tall Mark, the Baller Man, and Charlie, my man. Great work, guys. Great work right there, as they say, on the phone. On the phone. But it's here. This is the weekend. And as I said, I'm donning my colors as a Bronco fan since 1982. It's not about the Broncos, but I'm telling you why I'm wearing the shirt. So calm down over there. When you first became a fan of the NFL, you got a letter. You got a letter in the mail that welcomed you to the NFL. And I think it was passed on. It came in a huge Manila envelope back in the day. And I got my official letter from the NFL in 1980. True story. In 1980. In that packet they gave you, they had a little book called The Rules of a Fan. Page 1, Rules of a Fan. I think page 1, third paragraph. Tells you the rules and regulations of being a fan when it comes to wearing a team paraphernalia during the Super Bowl. If your team is not playing in the Super Bowl, you are allowed to wear your team that you support jersey up until that Saturday. So that means you can don your colors today and tomorrow. That's it if your team is not in the Super Bowl. So you do have the league permission that is in the fan handbook that was handed out from the NFL that I got in 1980. I called my mom and dad looking for it. Boy, you should have heard that conversation. You should have heard that conversation. Call your parents asking them for something 40 years ago and see what they say. Let me see where that gets you. Where is they going to take you to? The next level, I hope. Well, we shall see for sure. If you haven't noticed or heard, our latest podcast edition is up of Who's to Blame, episode 511. In that episode, we talk about the changes in the upcoming Major League Baseball season. So check it out wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. But just in case, you can go to the website, www.dremontez.com, and there's links on there to take you right to our podcasting audio sites as well. But if you want to see the video portion of the show, you can check it out on our YouTube page, Dre Montez, as well as our Twitter page at W2B Dre Montez, and as well as our Facebook page for our Who's to Blame page. It's Who's to Blame, the podcast. All right, they got you all caught up on how to get acquainted with the show, with the people, by the people, for the people, and of the people. What up, nephew? Good luck to your Chiefs this weekend. His nephew is a Chief fan, and this is the Super Bowl edition of the show. So before we get into the analytics and break down all the numbers, the fun portion of getting here to me as an NFL fan, as an appreciator of a team, the concept of the sport, and one that participated in the sport. I dig it. And since I've been on the other side of viewership, watching it from the confines of a home or a sports bar. You really get the clickbait. You get the chatter. You get the down and dirty. You get the nitty gritty. You get into the moment. And after all the bullshit that we've talked from preseason, well, hell that. From the draft, because we talk shit in April because that's the draft. That we don't talk shit again to the July and August getting ready for preseason. Then September come in. Then reality hits in November. Then we hit crickets in December. Then the real men show up in January. And we know what happens in February, the Super Bowl. And it's where we're at right now. But before we get into that, the people at home that are getting this thing together, what about those people? You going to somebody's house to watch the game. Well, if you're an appreciator of the game, there should be no rules and regulations you don't know about. If you're not a football fan and you just going to somebody's house to watch the game, please use your best manners in your behavior, or you will be asked to leave. If you are not a football fan and you're there with your man, your goal and job should be to support the team of the person you came there with. Hello? Is this thing on? We go through these rules and regulations every year on house party, invite only Super Bowl parties. And then Monday and Tuesday, we having these emergency meetings on what the hell happened. We just talked about that shit. We go through this each and every time. Each and every time. I don't know what's going to be the over under more at house parties. What's going to be the over under more? Who cooked this? Roll some up, nephew. Pour me a drink, motherfucker. They're going to be the top three things said at the Super Bowl parties that are non-football related. What's on the menu, by the way? We got to get our food allergies out the way. And I swear, well, we already know it's going to happen. Somebody's going to post a vegan Super Bowl menu. We already know that's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. A vegan Philly sandwich and some vegan buffalo wings. Mm-hmm. And some vegan barbecue ribs. Mm-hmm. We know it's coming. Okay. What's the setup going to be? People that are having, you on it 50-50, or you got the buffet area, you got a drink area. Where the smokers at? Can we smoke in here? Can we smoke cigars, cigarettes, weed only? What drugs are allowed? Don't nobody getting kicked out for bringing the wrong drug. My bad. Be careful with the pills. You got to know your crowd and know your invite list. And you know you're going to have this group of people. Well, I don't drink white liquor. I don't need that damn brown. I only drink beer out of a bottle. You're going to have that crowd. So how we doing this? What is the setup like? We got Kansas City this side, Philly this side. We don't give a damn, Jersey only. Are there rules and regulations to, let's say you're a Chief fan and you're having a Super Bowl party. Are there rules and regulations to your Chief party? Is it Chief fans only? If you're not with the Chiefs, you still got to wear a jersey. I need rules. I need what's going on with these Super Bowl parties. Because I'm seeing things online that are frightening me. I thought we were here to watch the game. These people, they got team games, pre-brunch. What? You're supposed to have a lineup of what's going on. I'm not knocking them. I'm more intrigued than anything about what people do before the game. Before the game. For those of you that have been to the Super Bowl before, it's a lot of fun. Of all the things I miss about the Super Bowl, as a person that's been to the Super Bowl, it's the festivities the week before. It's so much that goes on now with all of the technology that we have and all the different streaming platforms. I don't know why they don't cover more. I think they could do a better job to make the fan at home want to experience the NFL experience Super Bowl week. You ever seen something on television before and it makes you feel like you're there? You've never been, but that made you go because it made you feel like shit. I should be there because the way they captured it on television, and that's what I wish the NFL would do instead of just concentrating on one single moment, the big game. But there are other things that go on during the week. There's so much that go on, so much, so many parties, events, promotions, giveaways, the swag they give away. I mean, everybody's so nice too. The actual athletes who don't make it to the Super Bowl but still go out, the ones you don't know without their helmet off, out of a uniform, cool people, great people. But they don't capture it that way. We only see a little, just a little tab, little blemishes here and there. But as we approach the game, you got the setup. The people are there. What's the appropriate time you want people coming to your Super Bowl party? What time? 2 hours before kickoff? 1 hour going to be too much talking. I think 2 hours before kickoff is a great time to show up for a Super Bowl party. If you show up within an hour or less, you're going to be talking too much when you get there because you got to speak to everybody. And then speaking of that, if you're being invited to a Super Bowl party for the first time, you're going to this person's house and you're going by yourself, and the host puts his or her arm around you or grabs your hand and introduces you to everybody individually, you're important. That means you're doing something right. Keep it up. Keep it up. There's nothing wrong with going in how, hey, everybody, Earl, there's everybody. It's your job to introduce yourself to everybody else. If you only get introduced to a certain amount of people, nobody exit that. Somebody gonna bring that drama. It happens all the time. Somebody gonna bring that drama. Oh man, why y'all bringing that shit up in there? We're here to watch the game. We're here to watch the damn game. What's on the menu? Philly cheesesteaks and barbecue. Boom. What the salads at, huh? Got a smoothie bar, martini bar. Where my yak drinkers at? Weed rollers only who don't smoke. Y'all sit over here. People who do not smoke weed but know how to roll fast, y'all sit over here. Oh man. And it's also pretty sad. The Super Bowl is. I talk about this all the time. I didn't realize this till I was about in my early 20s. That after the Super Bowl, well, it used to be a Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl back in the day. But now, this is it. It's after we watch Sports Center tonight, all the highlights tonight. I mean, tomorrow on Sunday. Sunday after the game. That's we may have to Tuesday to talk about if it's a really, really good game. Now, if it's controversial, it may take up the whole week. But if it's just a good Super Bowl game, Tuesday, we'll be done. Tuesday. May watch celebration. That's it. But far as the trash talking, the banter, the debates, the predictions, the outcome, the excitement, the disappointment, we're fucked. We're done. I'm talking to the football fans. Us sports fans, we're good. We're good. But for football only, what do you do? What do you do after this? I'm asking as a friend. What do you do after this? I mean, really, I don't think there's a time in my life where I thought, after football, what I'm going to do? Well, usually in the common world back in the day, it was about to start practice for softball season. So I was covered. It was good. But if you just strictly NFL football, this is it to the draft. And now they're talking about taking away the combine? What? You're taking away our football porn too? Roger Goodell. What are we supposed to do? They don't think about that, do they? They think about the start of the season and the Super Bowl. That's it. They don't think about that in between. It's like when the players retire. What about the fans in the offseason? What about us? Hmm? What about us? Hmm? All right. Now, what's our pregame? You guys watch a movie before the game to take you up to the game in this order. Rudy. I watch Rudy first. Rudy. Rudy. But tomorrow, I'm watching Rudy and the Baltimore Ravens documentary. Then after Rudy, we're going to draft day with Kevin Costner. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. You see where I'm going? And it lead me right on up into the game, up into the Super Bowl, right up in there while I'm watching that LSU South Carolina women's basketball game. I'm also going to watch Any Given Sunday. Can you hear the drama music? Just, I'll be talking in my football voice all day, like I'm part of the Green Bay Packers narrating crew. And I say the words as he would have said it, Lombardi. Back in the day, Vincent Lombardi. Vincent Lombardi. Oh, man. So we're right there. You got the people on the way, 2 hours, got the food set out. Boom, you done told everybody their attire. Whoever can bring whatever they bring in, don't show up empty-handed. I don't give a damn if it's bad guys. You brought something. Don't show up empty-handed. Unless you're going to a professional athlete or actor's house. Don't bring shit. Leave your phone in the car, matter of fact. Leave all recording devices in the car if you're going over an athlete or a famous person or entertainer or actor's house to watch the game. Leave all that shit in the car. But don't bring that to the point. True story. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So we got all that there, right? Okay. So what we got next? Now it's time to talk about the weird shit of the Super Bowl. And then we're going to get into the stats of the Super Bowl. So we got the setup. We know where we at. Boom. Because if you're going to the bar, you know what time you got to get there. You got to get the right seat and shit. You know, where the bathroom at. Okay. Where I park at. Here, baby, hold my keys because you drive when we leave here. You got to do the checklist because nobody's going to work. When, kids? Monday. Okay, nobody's going to work Monday. All right. We're all taking off work Monday. What will we be doing the show Monday, Dre? We will discuss that later with our management staff because we don't know. It depends on how this thing goes. Depends on that's what she said. All right, boys and girls. If you're just tuning in, hello to you. It's Fist Pump Friday again. Happy birthday to my cousin, Renetta. My boy Jerry, welcome to the Fitty Club, man. Welcome to the Fitty Club. Welcome to the Fitty Club for sure. All right. Here's an IDK. I didn't know if you're scoring at home. IDK. IDK brought to you by the Lincoln Movie Theater in downtown Belle Vegas. Great for the entire family. All downtown Belle Vegas, I'm telling you, check it out today. Lincoln Movie Theater sponsoring this little usual fact about the Super Bowl. All right. Back in 1974 was the very first time that they used the national anthem in the Super Bowl. Guess who sang it? Charlie Pride. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Charlie Pride was the very first person to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. Did not know that at all. Did not know that at all. So, again, you heard that here today on Montez at Midday. Huh? Did you like that little tidbit? That's a cool little tidbit right there. I did not know that. That blew me away right there. It really did. It shocked me. Again, that was brought to you by the IDK, brought to you by the Lincoln Movie Theater in downtown Belle Vegas. And the IDK was Charlie Pride in 1974 sang the national anthem for the very first time at the Super Bowl. Wow. Look at that. Huh? The things you find out, huh? Mama, guess what Dre said? Oh, by the way, Kansas City football Chief fans, the alleged fan that was allegedly the bank robber is out on bail. The Kansas City Chief football fan who was the alleged bank robber, is out on bail in time for the Super Bowl. Oh, oh, okay. All right. I think the food should be, when it comes down to the actual meal at a Super Bowl party this weekend, I think it should be the Philly cheesesteak versus barbecue ribs. That's what I'm thinking right there. Okay. 20 years ago, Wayne, 20 years ago, this became one of the most popular bets since then. 20 years ago, yeah, this bet became real popular because of Wayne Gretzky's wife, Janet Gretzky. The coin toss. She bet $5,000 on the coin toss, $50,000 on the coin toss, and won. Since then, the coin toss is the most profitable bet of all the bets in the Super Bowl. I like betting on the national anthem. They got Chris Stapleton doing the national anthem, and God Bless America, I think Babyface. I think that's the lineup right there. But they got talent all over the place, man. It's so much going on. Super Bowl week is, if you are 25 to 35, it's going to wear your ass out. It's going to wear you out. 35 and up, you can pretty much pace yourself, but you will still get tired because there's so much going on. So much going on. It's a lot to do. You feel like you're at Disney World, but you're a grown person. Can't nobody stop you from going nowhere at all. It will be 1.5 million pounds of wings consumed Super Bowl Sunday. That's a lot. That's a lot, kids, really. And I used to be a huge fan of eating the traditional finger foods on the Super Bowl, but, it changes as you get older, You be wanting like a Thanksgiving meal or Christmas dinner sometimes when you're watching the Super Bowl. But then guess what happens? Narcolepsy. Waking up in third quarter. What happened? Ain't nobody going to tell you nothing. I tell you one thing we're going to talk about after the break. We're going to talk about Philly and Kansas City, what it really means to be in the Super Bowl this Sunday. Be right back. Philly special. Mountain Man as smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on. All right. And we back. It's Fist Pump Friday. I'm your boy Dre Montez, and this is Montez at Midday. And this is a very special weekend here. It's the last game of the year for us NFL fanatics out there. As the Super Bowl is this Sunday. I'm quite sure by now, it's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lots of things to look at and consider with this matchup. Where these teams were coming into the season, the expectations, the doubt, the injuries, overcoming the injuries, and the turmoil point of the season, which every teams go through. And they both dealt with the injury bug at the quarterback position, but that goes along with great coaching. That goes along with great discipline. Every team that makes it to the Super Bowl, they talk about that. Those two attributes right there, great coaching and great discipline. To have that same mindset starting in July when they get together in camp and maintain it all the way to February, that takes special dedication. That take coaches that really take heed in their job, and that take players that are cool and understand what we talked about the other day on the show. That uncomfortable conversation you need to have. It's not challenging you. It's more or less just letting you know, hey, this is what we're trying to do. And if you're not on page with that, let me explain it to you another way. Let me break it down to its purest form. We've all been taught things different way. It gets you the best way you can understand it to do your job the best way you can. And when coaches and players can figure that out, it makes it look so simple and so easy as we're watching it as fans. On the Philly side of this thing coming into the game, I think the biggest boost and shock to me was the A.J. Brown pickup, that right there. And the other thing is understanding the makeup of Jalen Hurts. Every time a quarterback makes it to the Super Bowl or puts up numbers that we quite understand, or it's the projectile numbers about to be off the chart, they try to go to the core of the quarterback. And they did that with Jalen Hurts. I saw this probably week 12. I did not know Jalen Hurts' dad role in his life when it came to a football player. I didn't know he played for his dad. I didn't know he did not start for his father to year 3. He said, I just can't start him because he's my son, but I expect more out of my son. And if you've ever played for a parent, the expectations and the level is off the chart. So understanding that and seeing, appreciating Philly's defense and understanding what they added to that team in the offseason and in the trade season, knowing what the backup plans to deal with injuries, I said Philly is going to be special. And I picked Philly to be in the Super Bowl in August, our very first show back this year. Now you go on Kansas City side. I'm sorry, I'm going to stay with Philly. The doubt with Philly has to be with me. Can they overcome a deficit of more than 10 points in the third quarter? Can they do that? Can they be challenged like that in the chest? That's one thing I have not seen. Now I know that Jalen can get out of all kind of positions. His biggest downfall to me is when he tries to do too much instead of doing what's there. But every quarterback does that. Every quarterback does that. So I don't want to pinpoint that's his only downfall, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves with him. It's like when you're going for that money play, look at the underneath sometimes. Because sometimes the linebacker's looking downfield. He's not looking at the quarterback because everybody's thinking that you want the home run. But you got those two outs right there. So I'm going to pay attention to that in this matchup as well. But Philly, to me, they have the intensity, the tenacity. They have the agility, considering what's going on the offensive side with KC. But it's just the maturation. They have done some boneheaded plays on the offensive line, the excitement on the defense. So if they can tone down the unsportsmanlike conduct and play Philly-style football the way they've been playing this year, and I do believe special teams will be a big factor, meaning the kicking game and also the kick return game. I think field position is going to be key. And I'm going to do it again, time possession and turnovers. If they can do that, this could be a very, very winnable Super Bowl for Philly, in my opinion. In my opinion. I'm not going to say Philly's going to win this by 20, 21 points. No, I didn't see that beat down that we gave the Panthers in that Super Bowl when Peyton was there. I didn't see that. But once you shake up somebody, just like in Rocky, when he hit Creed and he hurt Ivan, when he hit what's Mr. T name? Clubber Lang. When he hit Clubber Lang and hurt him. When he hit Ivan Drago and hurt him. When you hit him, and we can all see it, attack, attack, attack. Now, Philly is good at that. They're really good at that. The defense, to me, I think it has been challenged enough this year. If everybody stays in their lane and stay back when the play breaks down offensively for Kansas City, stay back, then they're learning something. Kansas City football Chief fans, congratulations. My man Brandon Boyd, Lala again, happy birthday to you, Derek's wife, and my man nephew. Those are some serious Chief fans, big time. Not just bandwagon, but actually involved into the team. Whether they win or lose, they have something to say. That's when you know that's your damn team. You ever been around somebody who team win, they don't know their team won off of some bullshit? You know, their team won 7-3 and they bragging. Your team won 7-3, and you're why are you jumping up and down? You didn't see that there's areas where that can be, they shouldn't have won that game. But when you are invested into a team, you wouldn't be like, oh, we got to fix it. We got to clean all that shit up. That was nasty. How do we win that game? You can't sleep. You're tossing and turning. When you have that winning pedigree and you just their 5th AFC championship, this man Patrick Mahomes in another Super Bowl. Kelsey's putting up numbers. They've done this without, oh boy, he went to Miami. Who? Can't even tell. I know there's been questions before. Is it T12? Is it Belichick? Is it really Andy Reid? Is it? I'm looking at the resume here. Is it Andy Reid? Is he the main genius behind all this? I mean, look at all these quarterbacks. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. He put them in position to win, and why they didn't win, it was their fault. I mean, he put them all in position to win. Ain't it funny when you break it down to its purest form? But Kansas City, what they pulled off this year, that little midseason hump, I didn't see them going back to this position. I had Philly playing Buffalo in the Super Bowl. I picked that in August. But when I saw the way they rebounded to close out the season, I said, okay, this is something different. I know everybody kept talking about Buffalo and Cincinnati, but when you know how to get there, you know how to get there. You don't need a map. You don't need no Randall McNally, although it's fun to read one. We have to agree about that. But if you know how to get there, you know how to get there. Don't tell me how to get there. I know how to get there. And we got friends that tell you, you know where you're going? Bro, I got this. And that's what Kansas City did this year. Bro, we got this. Losses are wins sometimes. I know it sounds cliche as fuck, but losses or wins sometimes when you know where you're going, It's a win. You know where you're going. Caught a flat, you still made it there, didn't you? Bet you learned a valuable lesson when you caught a flat. Glad I had a spare. Glad I know where I was going. And that's what Kansas City did. The only thing I'm worried about is Kansas City's offensive line. That right there is probably like a C- to me. Mahomes is not 100%. Will the weather be a factor? Will his agility be a factor? Did they put the right play calls on? Meaning a lot of screens will be in place. They don't want to do further damage to the $500 million man. You don't want to damage that. I bet the Hunt family's like this. Uh-oh. We can't put ketchup on that. I'll tell you that for damn sure. The running game with Kansas City is suspect. It can be explosive. But if teams have learned, you're always thinking Kansas City's going to throw that ball. But if that run game get going, uh-oh. I see a lot of things happening over there on the Philly side called what, kids? Substitutions. They're going to wear them out. This game on paper seems to be evenly matched. They got the same amount of wins, same amount of points. Something we've never seen before. Got two brothers playing in the Super Bowl. Two brothers of brothers and two brothers. 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 Two brothers of brothers and two brothers playing in the Super Bowl. Boy, I could rap. We could put something together. Get at your boy. Get at your boy. Get at your boy. But on paper, evenly matched. Evenly matched Super Bowl. But you know, Kansas City fans say, no, we're going to do this. Philly fans say, no, we're going to do this. Either way, we know both quarterbacks can do what? Throw an interception. Ill-advised. They both have explosive receivers. One has a bigger advantage on the tight end. The running game, I'm going to get at the Philly. The offensive line, I'm going to get at the Philly. Defense, I'm going to get at the Philly. Secondary, that may be a little bit of a tie. In the kicking game, I'm going to get at the Philly. The coaching, I'm going to get at the Kansas City. On paper, this looked like one of those oh my games late at night or where were you? And I'm not just talking about the damn halftime show. I'm talking about the game itself. I got Philly winning this game. I got Philly winning this game 27-23. 27-23. That's what I got. Who you got winning the Super Bowl? You can just give a team name. You can give me the point total, whatever you want to do. Let's have some fun with it. Let's be creative. What prop bets do you have going on? What prop bets do you have going on? Well, I'm going to do the norm, the national anthem, of course. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for sure. What else I may do? The first commercial, of course, that's fun. What else? The first celebrity that's not in a suite. I'm going to go with, it's going to be a female. I'm going to go with a female fan celebrity that's going to be in a normal seat. So I'm going to go with that. What else do we got? Will Denzel Washington get a screen appearance? I'm going to go with yes. And I do believe Michael Jordan will be there. What else I got? What other prop bets I said I was going to place? What's a good? That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Another thing for people come to your Super Bowl party. There will be people there just for the commercials and the halftime show. Keep that in mind. There will be people there just for the commercials and the halftime show. Now, everybody talks during the game. I mean, everybody's quiet during the game. Soon as the game goes to commercial break, there's going to be conversation. If you have a separate room where people can watch the Super Bowl at, where there's no talking, you need to point people to that room. Hey, if you're going to have vegan food at a Super Bowl party, I think you can have a room where no one's allowed to talk. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. It's Billie Jean. That's all I'm saying. You have to put it out there. You have to. Vegan martinis too. That is. Vegan beer. Water only and flour. That's all. That's for dessert. Water only and flour at the vegan Super Bowl taste test party. I bet somebody does that too. Somebody's going to do it. And who's giving away door prizes at their house Super Bowl party? I saw this last year. They were giving out door prizes to people as they came to the Super Bowl party. I thought that was pretty cool. Yay. We know about the squares bets. Those are pretty popular. We know about the actual bets. Give them my damn money, pay up. Now, don't forget now. Did y'all clarify when is payment due? As soon as the game is over with? Tomorrow after work? Well, who goes to work Monday after the Super Bowl? So when is payment due on a Super Bowl bet? The cash money ones. Cash App me now, PayPal me. What we doing? Venmo me? There's another one I used the other day where you just bump the damn phone. Click. What the hell? Well, a young kid taught me that. I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, oh, gee, this is what the youngsters use. What? I can't remember the name of it. No, it's not Chime. It was something else. But all he did was, he's like, as long as you got an iPhone and I got an iPhone, I just bump your phone and just go. But how did they know that? Where do they come up with these wonderful toys from? Oh, I sound like my father. How did I get that damn TV with that game in there like that? That don't even look right at all. And who's not watching the Super Bowl? I met a group like that this past summer. I met a group, well, not a group. I met several people over a week span that do not like the NFL. I said, so what do you guys do on Super Bowl Sunday? Oh, we go to the park, play golf. Mike and I, we went canoeing last year. What? I take my kids to the zoo and the art museum. What? Wait a minute. There are people out there that do not watch the Super Bowl. I had no such thing. I had no idea. I know people out there that do not like football and do not like sports, but they will watch the Super Bowl. Like there are people out there that do not like porn, but there's a porn app on their phone. I'm just saying. But I met a lot of people that do not care about football nor the Super Bowl. So I was just curious. So what do y'all do on that day? Lots of stuff, Drake. Who knew? Who knew such a thing? What? You do what? Oh man. I don't like going anywhere on Super Bowl Sunday. Nothing. It's like you got your movies. It's setting the tone. You know, you feel like you're getting over an argument from the day before. The house smell like pine sol and bleach. You're playing your favorite music. You got your movie on and the shit on the right volume. And you're moving in a comfortable pace around the house. You're not in a sad mood. You're in a good space in your head and in your mind. Because you're getting ready for the game. And it's also, you know, when the game ends, that's it. So now we're supposed to talk about Bob. I mean, I get it though. I get it. It is it's not my favorite sport. It's one of my favorite sports to take a conversation really, really far. Really, really far. I mean, baseball is special with me too, but football is just, it's a whole different bracket and brand because it brings personality. It brings personality. You know, fan bases and fans are exactly the same with their team. In baseball, no. All Cardinal fans are not alike. No fucking way. All Bronco fans are alike. All Cowboy fans are exactly like. All Packer fans are alike. You see where I'm going with this theme? So it makes the conversation and the debates a little easier and a little bit more fun. Because that's what it's all about. It's about having fun here. Everything that happened this football season, minus the little hiccups that we had this year with the Tua situation, later on in the year, the Hamlin situation, in the NFL still needs to redefine what a catch is. What's a catch? Anybody? I'm taking questions. You in the back. What's a catch? If you hold the ball with two hands, nope, wrong. Like, see, we don't know what a catch is. But after all that, and the coaches in Arizona don't know how to be quiet. Why all these coaches and players what are y'all saying to these women in the hotel lobby and walking from the field to the locker? What are y'all saying to these women? What are y'all yelling out, man? Come on now. You can do better. You can do better. But what a hell of a football season we had. Don't know who your team is. But if your team is not Philly or Kansas City, it means it did not go well for you. Back to the drawing board we go. As a Bronco fan, I'm tired of saying that shit. I really am. But I'm proud to see that we have a great Super Bowl matchup like this with the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Kansas City Football Chiefs. You got Man Cave President's son, June, his team. Fly, Eagles fly. And the Man Cave President only roots for teams that win. So he's been a Patriot fan, a Steelers fan. He's been a Tampa fan, a Kansas City fan. So he's back with Kansas City. So this ought to be hilarious. I love when father and son and mother and daughter, daughter and father and daughter and mother and son go at it in football when they're both teams are playing each other in football and they both live in the same house. That is hilarious to me. For one, I have a lot of questions. How did that happen? How did that happen? If your mother and father are Steelers fans and you grow up to be a Tampa Bay fan, your mom and daddy argue all the time. They argue all the time. Earlene, what the hell happened? What the hell happened, Earlene? How the hell should become a Bucks fan? But the older I get it now. You got to pick your own squad. I mean, I don't remember the old man just rocking with one squad. He's just a very knowledgeable dude. But at that time, you stuck with what was in your region, in your area. Now, you can pick anybody to be your damn team now. But if you got Philly or Kansas City this weekend, Good luck to you. I hope the food goes well. I hope everybody does well on their squares. Hope all the bars and restaurants do well this weekend that are showing the big game. Tip your staff. Take care of everybody. Shout out to the folks over in Bell Vegas, over at Roger Place. The Office Lounge. The Office Lounge. All right. Tavern on Main. Tavern on Main. Margaritas. Oh, yeah, margaritas. 7 bars. 7 bar and sushi bar right there. There it is. CNC Food for Your Soul. CNC Food for Your Soul. Shout out to the good people over there. My comic book people, huh? Bigfoot Comics, baby. Bigfoot Comics right there. And Cosmic Comics and Collectibles for sure right there. It is right there. And get that good coffee. You can always get some florist work done too at Grim and Gorley in downtown Bell Vegas for sure. Everybody got something for you if you're getting ready for the big game. Over in St. Louis, you got BB's Jazz, Blues, and Soups. Right there, baby. Right there. You got them right there. Right there for good music and food. Get you going, fit stomping. And if that's not enough for you, need that country music for you, go down to Game 6 Honky Tonk Joint. Tell them Dre sent you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mosey on over to Soulard and get you some food over there. Break it on down. Go on down to Hammerstones. Get that Dre Montez special. Grits with cheese, sausage, shot of Fireball, and a tall PBR. Hey, they get the day going. Gets the juices going, huh? Gets the juices going for you as well. Great grizzly bear for you, baby. Great grizzly bear. And the wood shack for you right there. Huh? Got something for y'all, huh? Insurance needs for you as well. Got all state insurance for you right there in Soulard. Jim and Julie Price. Tell them Dre Montez sent you. And 9th Street Deli at Howard's. Maybe you have a business you want to do some advertising with us. Reach out to me. We got something for your budget today. Reach on out to us for you. We got you covered. Go to www.dremontez.com. We will get you taken care of today for sure. Well, I'm ready for the big game like you are. There's lots of college basketball tomorrow. Lots of college. That's all we doing, college basketball. College basketball, clean up, rearrange the TVs just for the big game. Just for the big game. If we're staying here now, because we have a couple of invites. So we may be drifting off here to go have someone else cater to our needs. Yeah. Getting off the grid. Going off the grid for the big game. That's what we're going to do. Well, boys and girls, children of all ages, do yourself a favor and check out my latest podcast episode of Who's to Blame, episode 511. It's up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast app, but just in case, go to Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, or go to DreMontez.com. What we talked about in episode 511 is the changes in Major League Baseball this upcoming season. Oh, you want to hear my thoughts on that? And maybe you got some opinions of yourself. So check that episode out today, all right? As they say in the hood, I'm going to get on up out of chill. And we're going to try to get some things accomplished today. We don't know what that is or what the details mean of that. But most importantly, what up to the boys again in Oklahoma? And shout out to my cousin, Bernetta. Happy birthday to you, girl. And enjoy your weekend. You guys do the same. And again, if you're having a party, make sure it goes the right way for you, all right? And make sure it goes the right way for you for sure. As they say in the hood again, and we up out of here. All right. Until next time, Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm going to talk to you. Yeah. Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm going to talk to you. Yeah.